Well, moving forward, we spoke to our guest, Nigeria's former ambassador to Canada and Portugal, Mr. Femi George, on what this historic visit portends for Nigeria. We also spoke to a journalist, Akin Oshitoku, who was a campaign strategist for the immediate past President Goodluck Jonathan in the presidential elections 2015. Their views are quite interesting on the vexing issues surrounding Nigeria. Boko Haram, the economy, anti-corrupt crusade. This all culminates in where does Nigeria stand? Do you feel that the newfound relationship between Nigeria and America is sustainable?
The only thing is that maybe, like what has happened in the past 1 week or so, people, maybe in the area of the observance of human rights, and press freedom and things like that, is a potential area of conflict between the two countries. America prides itself on the observance of human rights and things like that. And you have read or heard in the past 1 week so many contentious approach and visitation to the former NSA and now the CSO. Those two instances are clearly quite contentious. I don't know the full facts of the case, but without prejudice to the total fact or reality, I don't think it has been managed well. So maybe we may have a potential area of conflict of interest or clash, in the general observance of fundamental human rights and the rule of law.
Why do you think President Muhammadu Buhari is getting this kind of support from the United States when we didn't have this kind of support from the past administration?
Well, a renewal, everybody, you have to look at the antecedents of events. First and foremost, I think I used to consider myself as being some kind of an above average knowledge of Nigeria, and I was proven wrong. I thought there was going to be a crisis. I thought there was going to be a political statement. So everybody was looking, and you see, the potential if Nigeria goes down is not only the problem for Nigeria, it's a problem for West Africa, Africa, and so on and so forth. So everybody was happy, was relieved that we could cross this, potential boundary. And of course, that in itself, that it's also an indication of Nigeria's political stability, that you can transit from one government to another, and not from the same party. It's a very significant political development. And anybody who has goodwill for Nigeria should support it, should be seen to actively support that progress, that development. So I think it is in that respect that the American government is doing what it is to encourage, to give it an incentive, for you to do right, or if you have done right, to continue to do right. So that, I think, fundamentally, that is all what it's all about. They might have their own reservations and frustrations with the previous government, but I think fundamentally this is the most important. Don't forget that the President Obama personally, gave a personal tribute to the former president. Like most important personalities all over the world, saluting his gallantry, taking that, setting a very good example. And everybody is eager to consolidate that momentum, that positive momentum.
What do you feel the administration of Muhammadu Buhari is up to now that we have seen the arrest of the NSA by the DSS? Does this suggest anything beyond the ordinary for you?
I don't know what they've done to deserve that. But even if you have every reason to arrest or detain. I think that, I don't know, I mean, house arrest, like, looks there's an element of intimidation in what is happening. And as I said, you know, pursuing that kind of action on the security advisor and the SSS director of the FEMA within a space of few days is bound to generate controversy. There is no civilized society where you say you find a person culpable and you ignore the person. So on what basis is that society rested? You know? So yeah, I mean, that's a platitude. That's nothing. That's even a non-issue. If you are found culpable, of course, then it goes without saying. The only problem, maybe that is what you are trying to imply, is that it applies across board. You know, it should not be a respecter of partisan boundaries. If people from APC are found culpable, they should be equally treated. That is the only issue. Not that if a PDP man is found culpable, so what? The PDP did not ask anybody to go and get himself into corruption or commit crime. The party itself, that should be the position of the party. It goes without saying.
When Roadmap returns, the probe question with the ambassador. Stay with us.